Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's this time of the day again when now we've started to get the late nights coming in. It is really drawing in now, so we're not having a yes. So we're just looking at the weather at the moment. It's a bit windy, but I'm hoping all of you start to give me messages. Let's see who you are. Right. For those who don't know me, my name is Christine Stewart. I'm a medium of 30 years more. I do like to work with different articles, like I like my flowers. I love my paintings. I love my drawings. But I try and give as many people the information which I can. And I know as we start to work together, we start to see people. Hello, Karen from New Zealand. How nice. Nice to see you here. As I just said, I am a worker for spirit for over 30 years. And I do like to work with flowers, with my cards. And also I like to just do my own mediumship. It is a time of change at the moment where different mediums are coming in. Hello, Sarah. Lovely to see you again. I know that everybody works differently. Well, I like to work where I can give information and where I can also describe the person I'm talking to, also give advice if I can. So I'll start now. I'm going to start with Karen. And Karen, I'm going to start with my fairy cards. Okay. So Karen Bullott, I'm talking to you from New Zealand. And I'm just choosing you. Your card is motivation. If you can see it, it's a pretty card. You can see the fairy, all the colours around her. And it's a lovely pink. And she's looking into the garden and she's seeing everything. Good afternoon, Christine. It says here, when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something that you've been merely thinking about doing, they say, get on with it, do it. Does that make sense, Karen? As I look at you, I just feel with you that you have had quite a few issues just recently, and I feel the healing has been needed around you, whether it is for you yourself or it is to do with somebody in your family, but the healing angels are coming round to help you. So say good afternoon to Sheila Martin, Tiffany Starr and Christine Morales. Karen, there's a lovely gentleman comes in for you, and this gentleman is father or grandfather. He brings you some beautiful tulips. So the tulips for me mean March, April for anniversaries. And I know around you there's been quite a lot going on. And I feel you just need to open yourself a bit more and show people what you're made of. It's like hand in heart, you have to start to be yourself. I know there is a lot going on with you, and I know that you've had to take a back seat some of the time, but I know you are getting better at what you do and how you think. The gentleman gives me the names of John, Jack, and William, and I know it is around you. I do know also with you there has been a situation again where you felt a bit lost. The gentleman, as he steps at the side, he brings a lady in, and this lady, she's about 5'4" in height. She's very slim in the body. I do feel that she had curly hair So either she had a perm regularly or she just had natural curly hair. And I want to say this is a grandmother or a mother figure. She gives me the name of Margaret, and also she gives me Mary. She's saying here that you have to stand your ground in a situation. And I know there's as you said, a lot going on around you. But I do know this lady is so strong, and she wants to put her arms around you and say, I'm here with you. I'm showing you that I'm here and I love you. She brings me one pink rose, and pink rose means to me, it just means to me mother love. So this is mum, I feel. I'm given Lillian, Lillian, and also I want to give you Pauline as well. I know there's a Carol, and I also know there's a Peter. But I want to say to you now, just take some time for you, find yourself again, and you will know that you've done it right. I'm giving you March, April, and September. And I know these are for anniversaries, but I know with you, take time for you. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you. Sarah Walker, please. Can I talk to you? Again, I'm going to give you one of my fairy cards because I feel this is what you need at the moment. Good afternoon, Christine Davis. Right, Sarah, as I'm coming to you, my darling, I want to give you this one, and it's called Transformation. And I've got a gentleman that's trying to push in that had a bad chest before he went to the spirit world. Your card says, this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Sarah, the best is yet to come. I told you I've got this gentleman here. He had a bad chest. So he either had pneumonia or he had COPD or cancer of the lung. I just need to bring that in for you. He gives me the name of John. So I know John is important around you. And I also want to give you Albert. He's saying here, you're like a window. You see what is there, but you try your best to undo the picture so that you can see it clearly. And I feel this is like your life at the moment. You are not seeing clearly. The gentleman is about, I'd want to say about 5'8" in height. I do know that he was very, very much a part of your life. He's saying here about hand on heart, and you will get better at what you do. You have a lady now coming in. This lady's mother or grandmother, 5'3", 5'2", very small. It's very small boned. She loved to bake. She's showing me making a Victoria sponge, and she's put lots of icing on the top of it. So I felt that she loved her cakes and her baking. She just said, you've been struggling, but she said just to watch where the next few months you will get more happening around you. I know as I'm talking to you that this lady loved you so much. She gives me the name of June and also the month of June. She gives me the 11th of June and also gives you December. And December is for Christmas memories, because she's saying to you, Always love yourself. Don't let others put you back. You are important. And know that at the end of the day, you are important. I'm going to leave that with you. Afternoon, Ann Moles. Can I talk to you, please? I'm going to give you one of my flower cards. Right. Oh dear, come on, that's turned over. Right, this card is the purple wild orchid. It's a beautiful purple flower. It is there for you for your transformation. It says, I accept my deep connection with everything around me. And this is you to a part. You give so much of yourself that sometimes you feel you haven't done enough. I know you are strong, my darling, and I know that there has been a situation where you've had to shut the door to the past. It doesn't matter, because you just need to say to yourself, I am stronger, I will get there, and I know my value. Does that make sense, my darling? I do have the lady that comes in, and on this lady, she comes forward. I want to say mother, sister, or aunt as she comes forward. She did like to walk around, maybe looking window shopping, but looking at things all around. But I know that she was a strong lady. She's showing me doing shopping and doing shopping daily, because I felt that she didn't like to buy everything in bulk. She had to buy it, as I say, separately. She's showing me making sausage rolls. So I know, again, there's a lot going on around you. It's like, I want to bake, but I haven't got time. I want to clean my windows. I haven't got time. It's like time is an issue with you. You just need to find you again. Hi, Rich. Hi, Caroline. I just need to just say to you, the lady is saying, always remember that you are important, Anne. I'm given the name of Mary, and I'm also given the name of Sheila. And also I want to give you, I feel I want to give you Dorothy as well. Gentleman comes here, and this gentleman, as she comes forward, as he comes forward, should I say, he brings you a glass of cider. And I know this glass of cider was something that he always used to drink in the summertime. He gives me Jack and Kevin and Ken and Peter. And I know each and every one that comes around you at the moment is to give you support. The support comes at a time when you need it. I'm giving February the 15th. I'm giving May the 4th and November the 27th. They're all anniversaries. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, let's see who else we've got on here. Oh dear me, come on. Silly thing. Sorry, my screen is not working properly. Okay. Can I come to Christine Davis, please? Christine Davis. Christine, I'm going to choose you one of my flower cards. Is Christine Davis still here? Christine, I want to give you the, what is it? It's the Oriental Poppy. It's ever so pretty. It's the Oriental Poppy. And it is like, I would say it's like paper, and how it folds. It's not like a normal poppy, but it's like it's beautiful in its own way. And it says, my life is blessed with so much abundance. And as I see all the folds in this, it reminds me of a baby, a baby where, the skin is perfect when the baby's born. And I just feel I want to give you this flower because you need a bit of upliftment in your life at the moment. I do have a lady with you, and this lady is about, I want to say, about 5'5". I want to say either grandmother or a mother. Always had her shoulders back, always knew exactly what she wanted. And she feels to me that she was very strong in the mind and the body. She's saying here that I had to give you some bananas for potassium. But I also felt that she used to make banana cake or banana wine or something, because she's just peeled the bananas and showing me chopping them up. I do feel this lady, she wasn't very well before she went to the spirit world. And I do feel that she didn't want to go, but she went before her time. She gives me the name of Joyce, and she also gives me Peggy. So whether they're connected around you somewhere, I have to give you that. I know as she's talking to me, she's saying here, you've got a lot to do. You've got a lot to do. And you have to find time to do it. So I don't know what you've been trying to do or what it's just showing me that you need a helping hand to help you to do the bits you need to do. Christine, I do feel I need to give you Jackie, and I also have to give you Sheila or Shirley, because I just felt that come on a show. I'm shown a beautiful bouquet of crimson roses, and this is given to you from a gentleman in the spirit world. I feel he had a cancer of the lower regions, and I know that he suffered greatly before he passed. And I don't know whether this is a father, grandfather, onion, or why do I want to say onions? Because I'm just showing a big bowl of onions for you for some reason. So his garden, he loved his garden, and he's just brought you some onions out of his garden. He's saying sometimes you can be quite stubborn, but he's saying to you, you always seem to find your way, and he's very, very proud of you. I'm given Steve, and I'm also given Michael as well. Family or friends, but I'm giving you those. And it is just showing me, I don't know whether you've got to pick some thistles out of your garden, but it's just giving you some really thick gloves so that you don't prickle your fingers. Christine, I want to say March is important, so is September. And I want to give you some chrysanthemums from out of his garden. But he just said, I had to say to you, we are looking after you. All right? So I'm going to leave that with you. So thank you for working with me. Christine Marias, can I talk to you, please? Christine, I'm going to give you one of my fairy cards. And I'm just saying, January, February, March and July before I even start. So I know these months must mean something to you. Okay, let's have a look what you've got. Oh, your card is Flourish. Can you see how beautiful this card is? Her wings are opaque. Her dress is slimming. I know as I look at this, it says the Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. But as I see the lotus flower and I see the opaque fairy wings, this fairy comes to give you comfort and to help you to progress on your own pathway. I am seeing, as I'm looking at this fairy is pregnant. So I know there's either a pregnancy that was lost within the womb or there's a pregnancy coming at this moment. Because it's just saying here about opening your life to others. I've got a lady here with you, and this lady, she's got, I want to say her hair's pushed back, but she's got it in like pulled back into either a ponytail or a bun in the bottom of her neck here. She wore glasses. She always loved to be outside in her garden. She's showing me a rose. It's like an archway, and it's full of roses. I'm feeling tummy problems with her and for someone on this earth plane, because I'm feeling a pain in my lower stomach. I know as she comes forward, she's holding her hand out to you. And oh, it was her little boy, was it? Because I just saw the womb and it showed me there in the card. But she's holding her hand out to you and asking you to come into the garden, and she's showing you what she's got in there. I'm seeing a hedgerow, but it's full of sweet peas, all different colours. I also see a lilac tree at the end. And I also see as well that there was lots of different flowers, from the pansies, the daffodils, the wallflowers. They're all there because I'm smelling all the different flowers. She absolutely loved her flowers. I know now, as she steps at her side there's a gentleman coming in, and this gentleman's got loads of calluses on his hands, and I can feel them all the way down. He was such a hard worker. And I know this garden was also helped with your mum, but also with this gentleman, was either your father or your grandfather. He's showing me his wheelbarrow and he's making a compost heap. And I also see a beehive. So I feel that you absolutely loved the bees when they were fluttering around, because it's about nature. It is just something and nothing, but I'm just feeling that there's so much love coming to you from your mother and father, and it's like a pack of playing cards, shuffling them and finding the right cards for you. It's like I want to give you the Queen of Hearts and the Jack of Spades. And I feel that these cards are precious to you because playing cards with your mum and dad There's also, I want to say, there's a time of change coming for you. And I don't know whether it's you that's got the headache at the moment, but I'm feeling a really strong headache around you. I want to give you Nick or Nicholas. And I want to say there's lots of people that have been speaking out of turn. You just need to turn the other cheek. If you can turn the other cheek, then you can overcome all your difficulties. Sweetheart, I want to say Grandma and Granddad's coming in just to say hello to you and to say, don't worry, we have your back. I'm given January and snowdrops. I want to give you March, and I want to give you the beautiful daffodils, and I want to give you September and give you chrysanthemums. And I want to say, always love who you are. All right? I'm going to leave that with you, my darling. Right, can I talk to Caroline Thomas, please? Caroline, I'm going to give you a flower card. Let me shuffle them in a minute. Let's find which one. Right, Caroline. I'm giving you the primrose, the shy primrose. And if you look just there, the other side, that's it, just there, there's a small violet as well peeping its head. This card says, I awaken to my full potential. And I just feel at the moment, you feel as though I'm a bit hidden at the moment. You don't want people to see that you are suffering at the moment. So I don't know if it's to do with an illness or it's to do with the way you're feeling, but I just feel you need a bit of healing at the minute. And that's why the shy violet's there for you. I don't know whether you understand the name of violet, but I want to roll my sleeves up and put my arms together like this, because I've got a lady here and she's got her arms folded and she's saying to you, time to take stock, find you and show people you have got strength of character and you are ready to move forward on your pathway and you will overcome your difficulties, because I feel this is what's needed around you at the moment. I know this lady, as she comes forward, she's either mother or grandmother. And I know that when she was on the earth plane, she was very particular with what she did. And she was very particular with what she said as well. She's showing me a biscuit tin shaped like a house, Huntley and Palmer's. And she's showing me this tin, and in this tin is different biscuits. And the main ones in there I'm seeing are Nice biscuits and bourbons. She's saying this is a memory, and I had to give you that memory. She's sitting you up the table with a glass of milk and a bourbon biscuit. And she said, tell me your worries. Let me hear everything so that I can help you. And this is what she's saying to you now. If you can talk to her in your meditation, she will help you the best she can. She's showing me a ring. Have you got her ring, please? Because she's just showing me her ring. She's also showing me some other jewellery. So whether you've got it or someone else in the family's got it. I'm just showing that. I also have another lady with you, and this lady had something, either a brain tumor or she had an embolism in the head. Oh, do you know what? I've got quite a pain coming right down my head here. So I know it was something to do with the brain. Okay. I've got a gentleman now coming in. And this gentleman is I felt he was in the military. So I feel he was in the Air Force, because he stands quite straight. And I don't know whether his name was Arthur or Albert, but I just heard that, the A. I know that when he was on the earth plane, he was a strong individual man. He said it as it was. And this could be father, uncle, grandfather. I do know there's also a Sam and a Sid around you as well. Caroline, you're very spiritual in your own way. You need a circle to help you to progress further. There's also a sense of valuing yourself a bit more. And this is what this gentleman's saying to you. He says, remember, when one door closes, another one opens. I know as I'm talking to him, he just said, I had to bring you some pink roses for mother love, and also a yellow rose for remembering. But at the end of the day, he's just telling you, believe in yourself. Know your own mind. Show that you are stronger than what you think you are. And always be yourself. Okay? As I said, with the primroses, that is February into March. That's when they are out with the beautiful snowdrops. So I want to give you February. I want to give you John. And I also want to give you also August. So remember, come out of your place where you hide away and show you are beautiful in your own way. All right? So I'm going to leave that with you, my darling. Just believe in yourself. Okay. Can I come to Una O'Keefe, please? Una O'Keefe. I'm going to choose you a fairy card. Una O'Keefe. Yeah, lovely. So let me just shuffle my cards. Here we go. Let's take the top one. Una, your card is come together. You can see the fairy collecting everybody around. There's all the animals there, look. Can you see? And all the flowers. And as I look at it, I see all the fairies all around, watering all the flowers and just showing you the butterflies that are around you. And it says here, fairies like to be busy, and a group of them are showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. And I feel that's what you need to do at the minute, Una. It is a time of change for you. And I feel that you've had quite a few new ideas and that you've been trying to implement them in some way. So maybe you have been trying hard to make a situation work for you. I know there is changes coming around you, and that's where the new ideas come. But I also feel that you're busy, and you haven't had time. But I need you to take time. Be your strong self again. I have a lady here, and she comes in with a beautiful smile on her face. I don't know why, but I don't know whether she's Irish or she has another accent, because I'm just hearing an accent with her. Because she's brought you a 4-leaf clover. And to me, that is shamrock, which could be the Irish connection. She's given me the name of Donna, and I don't know whether she's a friend or a family member, but I want to give you Donna. She brings you a big pan of stew, and she said, if you haven't got time, you can always make a stew. She said you can cook it all day and you will, you're Irish. Thank you. Because this lady, she's telling me about making a stew. You can put it on low and it'll cook during the day, and you've got your food without having too much work to do. She's just given me the land of the giants. So I don't know whether this is something what she believed in. But then again, the giants, in that Giant's Causeway in Ireland. Yeah, she just showed me that. But I know I had to give you the 4-leaf clover or the shamrock. She gives me Mary O'Brien. Oh, where's that come from? And she's also given me as well a small gentleman that is with her. And this gentleman is very much a strong worker. And I do feel when he worked, he always got the job done. I don't know whether there was farming connections around you, because I'm seeing cows in a field being milked. I don't know, but I just feel that I had to send you some healing. There's some healing needed around you at the moment. Oh, right. Thank you. I want to give you the Rose of Sharon. You know, the bush, the Rose of Sharon. And I want to give you that for memories. I want to give you the name of Eileen. And I want to give you John and Patrick. And I just want to say to you, always remember, you're stronger than what you think you are. Okay? I'm giving you March, July, and November. And these are anniversaries. And can I leave that with you? So thank you for working with me. Can I come to John Rainville, if you're still here, please? Thank you for verifying that, please. Thank you. Right, John Rainville. Are you still here, John Rainville? Okay. If John Rainville's not here, I'm going to choose him a card. You can come and have a look. I'll just see what I get. And I've got the tulip. And the tulip's for John Rainville. Rainville. And it says, I release what was to embrace growth and regeneration. And with this, as I'm talking to you, I've got a lady here that is very much a mother figure. She comes to bring you a hug, and she's just saying to you, trust in your own innovations, you will get there. There is a sound of silence around you, but that silence comes from within. You just need to find you again. Know at the end of the day, you are important, and we will find new beginnings. So I'm going to leave that with you because you're not showing me. So maybe you aren't still here. That's fine. Let's see who else we've got. Rich, are you still here? Rich Clues, please. Rich, are you still here? Wow. Rich Clues is not here either. Let's see if anybody else is here. Oh, you are here. Okay, I've just chosen you the flower card, the Oxeye Daisy. Can you see it? And this says, beyond resistance, I find my own bliss. When I see this daisy, it reminds me of you. Open, honest, full of new ideas, the joker in the pack, but also somebody that will give their left arm to help anybody else. I know you as a spiritual person, you will often take the mickey out of people, but you don't mean no harm by it. But I have a gentleman here with you, and I feel this gentleman is grandfather. He comes in like a gallop, kind of. He's running. And he is very much a strong person. When he was on the earth plane, and I feel it's dad's dad, if that makes sense with you. And I do know that when he was on the earth plane, he would have gone out with your dad, either doing things into the garden or doing things out on the land, because I'm just feeling this gentleman, but he's very much like you in his, when I look at him, you're like your dad, and this gentleman is like you as well. He had a strong sense of values with him. If he thought things weren't right, he would say it wasn't right. He's saying here that you have to look after dad. I'm given Charlie, and I also want to give you the name of, I think it's Richard Dickinson or Dixon, something like that. I need to give you that. He's saying here about breaking the straw that broke the camel's back. So you've gone through a situation where you felt as though you've lost everything. But I want to say that Spirit's with you every step of the way, and they will show you that you are stronger than what you think you are. I now have a lady here with you, and this lady, she is showing me a beautiful, I want to say it's like a crystal bowl, and it's got roses in it. I don't know whether you bought that for her, but I'm just seeing where that she's cut the roses off, and just as the finishing, she put them into this crystal bowl kind of thing, and it's got like a net over the top of it, so the roses just went in. You know, like you go to a graveside and you see the bowls there with the grid across it, but this was on her table, and I feel this is your grandma. I'm given Sarah, And I want to give also William, Bob, Mary, and also I want to give you the name of Shelley. I'm told here March, April, and October. October for balance and strength, but also just to get you back on track. I'm sorry I won't be there to spur you on in a couple of weeks, but I know at the end of the day, I will see you sometime. So I'm leaving that with you, my darling. Okay? Right. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Wendy Victoria. Wendy Victoria. Wendy, I am choosing for you one of my fairy cards. You're welcome, Rich. Wendy Victoria, please. Are you still here? Hello, darling. I'm choosing you a fairy card. And it's called Temptation. Can you see this card? It is a beautiful purple, and I see the snake there, and I see the beautiful opaque wings. But it says, are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. So maybe this is saying to you, either overeating or having something else happening around you where you don't know whether or not it is habit forming, but maybe it is something else, an unnatural partnership or a job. But I just want to say to you, you can overcome all your addictions and anything that tempts you. Just believe in yourself. I know with you, my darling, as I'm looking at you, well, I can't see you really, but what I'm saying as I'm feeling with you, every picture tells a story. Everything you do as it has a purpose. Everything that's happened around you has made you start to think more clearly. I know you need a circle to help you to progress a bit further. I know also with you, it's like, I want to give you that song, 3 Coins in a Fountain. And I know this is saying to you, you have got a lot to do with this life, but you need to believe you can do it. I know here, I do have a gentleman here, and this gentleman, he is coming in on a father or grandfather link. I feel he was about 5'9" in height. He was a very strong man when he was on the earth plane. Maybe he was a bit too much so, but also he was very stubborn, as are you. But I know you always take heart on what's happening around you. I do feel there's some changes coming around you, either in the next few months or the next few days. I'm not sure. But you have asked the question of spirit, and spirit's saying it's coming. I'm shown purple roses. And these purple roses are for your spirituality. And this is what this gentleman is giving you. the purple roses. I'm feeling like a lot of pressure around my head at the minute. I feel this is to do with a work situation or a family situation. I know there's just you and just need to find you. And it will help if you can calm down. Say to yourself, I am ready for the next step. I will find me and I will do what I can. I am given Bill and Jim. And I'm also given Paul and Michael. A lady come in now, and this lady, as she's come in, she brings you some beautiful tulips. I know she loved tulips, and I know that she had quite a lot going for her when she was on the earth plane. She's showing me making Christmas cakes and Christmas puddings. She's saying that you are strong, my darling. And she said, trust in yourself, you will get there. I'm given Doreen and Doris. I felt sisters. And also Edith or Edie. And also Evelyn or Eve. I'm given October for strength and balance. I'm given June for twins. And I'm also given December for anniversaries. And just telling you to slow down a bit. All right? So I'm going to leave that with you, my darling. Thank you for working with me. Margaret Jackson, can I talk to you, please? Margaret Jackson. Hello, darling. I'm going to give you a flower card. Let's just see what comes. All right. Let's have a look. Have a look at the top card. Oh, this is the hellebore. You see, it's a beautiful green. Have a look at this, Margaret. The green hellebore. It is so abundant. It grows anywhere. And it says, everything is revealed to me with perfect timing. So maybe you've been asking some questions of spirit and they're telling you it will be there. We will help you. We will find a way to show you the way. I have a lady here with you, and this lady, as she comes forward, I do feel either mother or grandmother. She was very much, I don't know whether she made her own cheese or she loved cheese because she's showing me a round of cheese. I also feel she made her own oatcakes as well, because I'm seeing her sitting at a table and she's rolling out the oatcakes and getting them ready. She also would make lots of pies. So I feel this is either mum or grandma. She's very much a person that tried, is your grandmother, is it? That, thank you. But she was very much a person that kept herself to herself, but she would make a few jokes when she was around you. She would often whistle to herself, because I'm hearing her whistling. She's also got a kettle on the cooker, and it's a whistling kettle. And as the kettle's whistling, she's poured it into the pot and she's making a cup of tea. So I feel this is memories for you going back in time when you was a child. She's also sitting you at the table with crayons. And often she would come and put a face where you'd drawn something. So she was a person that loved you to pieces. She just said to say to you, time has no limit. Time has no limit. I'm given Martha and Mary, Sylvia and June. I have a gentleman now, and I feel this is her husband. He's sitting at the table with a white mug. He's got a plate and he's got some cheese on it with one of these oat cakes. I do feel he didn't have a lot of hair. He's wearing glasses and he's got quite a lot of scarring on his hands. He was very much a man that liked to mess about with things. So if he had a lawnmower, he would take it apart, grease it and put it back together again. He's given me George. He's given me John. And he's given me Peter as well. And I feel they were brothers. I know you at the moment have been questioning yourself. Stop it. You will find your own way when it's time. I'm given January and snowdrops. I'm giving you March and daffodils. I'm giving you August and gladiolis and the name of Gladys. So take the love from Spirit. They are with you, helping you, and they will show you the right way. So thank you for working with me. Right, Rhonda Reaney, please, if you're still here, please. Rhonda Reaney, are you still here? Yep. I'm giving you one of my fairy cards, my darling. That one jumped out, so you've got that one. Okay. Oh, you've got the healing card. So you're very much in need of healing at the moment. Rhonda, this is the healing card. The healing fairy. And the message was this: now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. When I look at this, I see this beautiful blue. And I see the starlight all the way around her. So her hands are out here giving healing. So if you're in need of healing, I want to say it is coming. And if you have to give healing, just absently, just send it. I see the trees all the way around you. So maybe it's time to hug a tree and show your spiritual sign again. I see also the beautiful lavender when I see around this beautiful fairy. She's more like an angel than a fairy when I look at her. I feel she's very gentle, and I feel that is what you're in need of at the moment, a bit of gentling. I know that I've got a lady here, and this lady has just put her arms around me, around my shoulders. And I feel she had problems with her neck and her shoulders. But I'm not sure whether it is you that has got the problems with the neck and shoulders. But that's what she's just put her hands on for healing. She's saying about Margaret. And she's also saying about Julie or Julia. And she said about Bethany. So whether they are your family or friends around you, I'm giving you it in that way. She said, always look to the side and the back. So when you're giving healing, you look at the side and the back, especially around the neck area. Oh, yeah, neck area. That's what we're saying to you. Do you understand the name of Rona? I've given the name of Rona, not Rhonda, Rona. And I'm shown a gentleman that's bending over digging the garden. He has a Jack Russell with him. The Jack Russell is white with brown. And I know this gentleman I have with you is very much a person that loved his garden. He's showing me also, oh, you know, Arona, can we send some healing for her, please? I feel it's needed at the moment. He's showing me cabbages, carrots, and everything growing. And this little dog is running all the way around her. I feel this is a grandfather figure. And he's given you a golden key. And I feel you need that key. So either you are either moving or elevating in a job. Okay. I'm giving Jason, Kenny, Linda, and Wilma. They're all connected around you, my darling. And Tom. I know you have to start to think more positive. But positivity comes from within. I'm given January, April, and May. And I'm just being told to say to you, take some time for you. And I'm going to leave that with you. And my last card for today is Tracy Hand. Tracy Hand. Can I talk to you, my darling? I'm choosing you a flower card. Tracy Hand. Yeah, there you go, darling. Right. This is the card I want to give you, the violet. Can you see the beautiful violet? It isn't as big as this. It is a smaller flower because they always say the shrinking violet. I embrace the possibility of sharing my life with others. As I look at this flower, I see each petal has just a few raindrops on it. But as it's been so enlarged, you are not seeing the true picture and the true beauty of this violet. The violet smells absolutely divine. And I know when you start to smell the African violet or even the English violet, you get that beautiful scent. And that's the scent I've got all the way around me at the moment. And I feel this is a grandmother I have with me that absolutely loved the violets and loved the beautiful scent it gave. I do feel she had problems with her throat before she went to the spirit world. She's a small lady. Well, not so small, but She's a small lady. She always had her hair back. She always wore glasses. She always wore an apron when she was in the kitchen. She's showing me beautiful rose cups and saucers. And I know this lady would always have a cup of tea in a cup and saucer. She also loved to make, she's showing me, and it is quite bizarre because I made some the other day. She's making apple puffs, and she's cooked the apples down and she's put them into the pastry and she's covered them in sugar and she's made them into the oven, and they are absolutely lovely. She showed me mine, so I know that she loved to bake. And she not only made these apple puffs, she would make jam puffs as well, especially for the kiddies. And she made sweets as well, because she's showing me coconut ice, and she's also showing me bonfire toffee. I don't know. She loved to sing. I'm hearing Sally. Whether her name was Sally or you understand where Sally comes in. I'm seeing a keyboard. Somebody had a keyboard and she would like to sing. You understand where somebody had a phone stolen just recently? Because I'm shown the phone being stolen. You understand nectarines, please? Because she's showing me nectarines for some reason. Okay. She won't let me go on. She's just telling me about the nectarines. And she's showing, just keep an eye out for the phone then, because I just feel they have to claim on the insurance this time. Whatever's happened with that phone. And she said to say to you, keep your valuables safe. Of all the things to tell you. She said to keep your hand on your halfpenny. And I feel, oh dear me, she's very much an inspirational lady. I feel that she loved her kids, so to speak. She's letting I've got a gentleman now coming in, and this gentleman is a bit awkward with her. So I don't know. Oh, he's very awkward with the way he's walking. So he had a problem with his hip. And she's made him sit down at the table, and she's just given him one of her jam puffs or one of her apple puffs, because she loved to bake and she loved to look after them. But I feel this is a granddad and he had a bad hip, but he was very awkward with his walking. So I know that he had a problem. Okay. Yeah, it's your grandfather. Yeah. He used to smoke, because I'm seeing him rolling some cigarettes at the table, and she just smacked his hand. She said, take them outside. So she was very, very, shall I say, pushy in a way. She's just given me the name of Edith. And also I want to give you William or Bill. And just to say to you, Catherine, the name Catherine. Do you understand somebody that went down the mines, please? Because I've just been shown a miner's lamp. And I want the name of Bert or Bertie. Just remember, life is for living. Take time out for you and show people how strong you are. Time to look at Tracy and say to Tracy, I am me, and I am always around, and I love who I am. And that's what she's saying to you. Take care of Tracy, look after Tracy, and always remember, keep your hand on your halfpenny. And that's what she's laughing for. So that's a memory. So I'm going to leave that with you, my darling. Oh, she's just given me the month of June and also the month of September. And she's saying about the 6th of September. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. So time is up now, my darlings. Thank you all for coming. I'm sorry I can't get round to everybody, but I hope each and every message that I've given today, somebody can take something of it. So goodbye. God bless. Till next time.